Slavisa has changed the formation. He's changed the personnel. In the last few days, he's even called out the players. He's trying to do everything he can to get the turnaround in results, but it is just not happening.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, like we said just before, is that the positive is has been an improvement today. But I just don't think the improvement has been significant enough. And I think that having the 2-week break leading up next home game is such a crucial game against Southampton. If you're going to make a change, it's the ideal time to do it, with a bit of time for the new manager to come in and implement any changes that he wants to make.
Yeah, the damage isn't done here today. I mean, in fact, they haven't been bad at all today. You couldn't look at them and really criticise them a lot. The damage has been done in the last 10 games. And as Mark said, if you're going to do it, then
but you only do it if you know as much as you can that you're in a better position for doing it. You know, who comes in? Do they make an instant turnaround? Do they make a change? I mean, this time last season, Crystal Palace had the same number of points after the same number of games. Roy had the job at that point. He kept them up. It can be done. Yeah,
but it's a different circumstances. Roy came in with a distinctive plan. He knew how he wanted to play. He knew how he wanted to set his team up. They were working day in, day out on the training field, working towards it. Steve Parish would have seen that. He would have been there. He knew he brought him in for a specific reason. Everybody knows exactly how he wants to play, and he knows he can get teams out of trouble. With Jokanovic in the moment, I just don't think he knows really like what his best team is, the best system to play. And that's been very evident in the first 12 games of this season. And
it's a real shame because he gave Fulham fans one of their greatest days. He had an opportunity in the Premier League previously that was denied him. He deserves an opportunity.
You know, listen, there's no doubting he's done a remarkable job at the club. What he's done for him, how he's made them, you know, the style of football they played last season in the Championship. But you know, in football, time moves on very, very quickly. You can't live in the past. You have to move forward, and it's important and vital with the investment they've made that they stay in the Premier League.
I think that's the key, the investment. If he had brought this team up, doing what he did, and then they've struggled, then you know, a little bit like Wagner at Huddersfield. If then you struggle with that same team, then okay, I think you'd give them more time. But when you've spent over 100 million on players as well, and then it's all gone pear-shaped, I think that's when you have to start asking questions.
And you can see how important the next game is going to be. The next match is Southampton. Do you think that becomes such a key game that you make a change of manager now just to see whether you get that bounce from the players? Because lose that and it becomes very serious very quickly.
Yeah, you're running out of games. I mean, I know when I say running out of games, you've still got 26 games to go. However, you know, if a new manager comes in and implements a new way of playing, that also takes a bit of time to adjust to. So, you know, it's all about whether or not the confidence in the manager is still there at the club, the hierarchy, the people who are in the charge making those decisions. And I'd be very surprised if they're 100% convinced he's still the right man.
And you're not convinced anymore?
No.
Michael?
No. Yeah, I would give him to the next game. I'd say that today was very difficult. You're never going to get a result here. I mean, I think Fulham haven't won on Merseyside for some like 54 games or something in the league. I mean, they never get a result here. So it wasn't a bad performance. I'd give this next game is crucial. If they lose against Southampton, then there's still, you know, a load of games still to go. You can still make a change after that.
The concern is that body language for the last 20 minutes from the Fulham players as well, wasn't it?
They just look resigned to the fact that, you know, it's almost a bit like Groundhog Day. It's happening again. You know, we don't see a way out of it. And the second half was a very disappointing performance. It was almost a bit like the performance they did at Huddersfield for the whole 90 minutes.